Hello guys, welcome to the session. Today I will discuss you regarding some interesting cryptographic terminology. What is encryption, what is decryption, what is symmetric key and what is asymmetric key. So let's start with encryption. Encryption is a method of converting our plain text data into the ciphertext or the encrypted text through the encryption key. So in this, the main purpose of encryption is to secure our sensitive data and preventing that data to the unauthorized member from stealing it. Now let's next is decryption. It is the process of converting the ciphertext data or the encrypted data into the plain text through the decryption key. So I will explain you with an example regarding this. Suppose there is a sender and a receiver, and the sender wants to send the data to the receiver. So via internet, if the whenever the sender sends the data, then there may be some chances that the data will steal. So to overcome this issue, we just use the encryption and decryption. So sender sends the data in encrypted format through encryption, and then after that send it to the receiver. After that, the receiver decrypt that data and convert into the plain text and to see the information. So this is the behavior of encryption and decryption. Now let's move to the next. What is symmetric key? The symmetric key is a process when the sender and the receiver use the identical symmetric key to encrypt and decrypt. Whenever we done the encryption and decryption at the time, both the keys are same. So the behavior, how it works, the sender and receiver shares the same keys, secret key for encryption and decryption. Using this secret key, the sender encrypt the data and turning it into the ciphertext, and the sender send the data through internet. After that, the receiver receives the encrypted data and decrypt it with the same key to see the information. Since there is only one key is used, so this process is faster, and the secret key that we use is single, and we can share through the it can be shared through the sender and the receiver, so it will be less secure. And the algorithm that are used by the symmetric key are AES, DES, DES2, etc. Now let's move to the next topic. What is asymmetric key? The asymmetric key is also known as public key encryption. In this, the asymmetric method utilizes two different keys, the public key and the private key. As discussed earlier, the public key deals with the encryption data and is available to everyone, and the data that is encrypted is only decrypted using its corresponding private key. So how it works? Both the sender and the receiver generates their public and private key, and both share their public key to each other. When the receiver, with the receiver's public key, the sender sends the data, encrypt the data and send it to the receiver, and the data is in an encrypted format. The receiver decrypt that secure data into their with their private key. So the data should be encrypted, the same process. So the encryption is done through the receiver's public key that is done by the sender, and the data is decrypted by the receiver's private key. Then if the receiver want to send the response back or to send the data back, then they use the sender's public key to encrypt the data and send it over, and again the same process repeats. So in this, we use the two keys and both the keys are different. In this, both the keys, that encryption is done through the public key and the decryption is done through the private key. So in this process, the two keys are used, so it is more secure than the symmetric key. That's all. This is a basic thing that we have discussed it, and but the two keys are used, and so the processing of the encryption and decryption is little bit slow. Now that's the topic that I have done it today. Please, if you like the video, then like, share, and subscribe it, and press on the bell icon to on the latest videos. Thank you everyone.